have some lore to share with you about Demon Prince of Momochi House, and specifically about this character. This is the antagonist, Kasha. Let's talk about Kasha and his name meaning, because it's very, very interesting. So Kasha's name is actually based on a yokai in Japanese folklore. And so if you don't know, yokai are spirits, demons, ghosts, whatever you want to call them. They are creatures from folktale, and there are literally thousands and thousands and thousands of them in Japanese folklore. And I fucking love me some folklore. So let's talk about the Kasha. And also let's give a big shout out to yokai.com for being a great resource for information on all the yokai and ayakashi that exist in Japanese folklore. And that's exactly where this screenshot comes from. So let's talk about this. So Kasha, you can see the kanji and the hiragana over that side. The literal translation of this is fire cart. And Kasha are believed to inhabit populated areas. And their diet, are you seeing this? Yeah, let's talk about it a little more. Here's another depiction of Kasha. So Kasha are bakinekos, which means monster cat. They present in their true form as large bipedal felines that are bigger or the same size as humans. But they can also disguise themselves as your average domestic cat. They commonly appear during the night on stormy or rainy evenings, which is funny because cats normally fucking hate water, but here we are. And all know their name means fire cart. They don't actually use any type of vehicle at all. They do always appear with flames and lightning, which actually, that's what Kasha of Demon Prince of Momochi House's powers are centered around, fire. But yes, they can live amongst humans, masquerading as domestic house cats. However, they do show their true forms during funerary services. During this time, what they will do is leap down from rooftops or from hidden places and snatch the corpses away. Yeah, they're body snatchers. Fun, right? Occasionally, they do find themselves employed by hell. And their task, if they are employed by hell, is to go around and snatch up the bodies of the wicked humans. So that's a little better, right? And so they will drag these corpses straight down to hell for punishment for the evil things they did in their life. But yeah, if they're left to their own devices, they snatch corpses to eat, and also, apparently, they animate them and use them as puppets. Unfortunately, if you find yourself in a situation where a Kasha has snatched your loved one, you might as well just say goodbye, because the chances of getting them back once they've been caught by a Kasha is very, very unusual. It's very rare. And this does mean that your loved one will have difficulty passing on to the next life. So they're probably going to just spend eternity trapped in whatever the fuck. In some places in Japan, they have devised ways to prevent the Kasha from getting the bodies. In some temples in Yamagata, priests will hold 2 funerals for one person. So one funeral being a fake, to try and get the Kasha to take a fake body, and then the other will be the real funeral to allow the deceased to pass on peacefully to the next life. And actually other regions of Japan have other rites. Like in Ehime, they place a shaving razor on top of the coffin that's supposed to ward away the Kasha. In Miyazaki, they have a special chant they say. I'll try and say it. Hold on. Baku ni wa kuwasen. Kasha ni wa kuwasen. Don't be eaten by a baku. Don't be eaten by a Kasha. That's what that means. In Okayama, they play a special instrument called a myohachi, which is said to keep the Kasha away. So yeah, folklore can deeply affect things like funeral processions and other daily life activities in Japan. Here's another image of a Kasha. So you might be wondering, well, where do they come from? They actually come from cats originally. So in folklore, it's believed that cats, as they grow, they come to get magical powers. And those magical powers develop over time. And some cats will turn into different types of bakineko. So some of them can turn into Kasha, some of them turn into other different types of bakineko. And fear of demonic cats is synonymous with Japanese history. It's a very, very long superstition that's existed here, to the point that there are sayings such as, don't let cats near dead bodies. And it's said that if a cat jumps over a coffin, the corpse in the coffin can rise. And these fears have actually had a direct effect on cats. Some people will actually dock their cats' tails so that they don't grow long, because it's believed that as the cat's tail grows longer, it gets more magical powers. So they'll dock it to try and inhibit its magical development. So yeah, that's that's basically Kasha in a nutshell. And I think the legend fits this guy really, really well. It's obvious that he was inspired by this yokai. I love this character so far. I know he's a villain. I know he's evil as shit, but he's very interesting. But yeah, I just thought I'd share that lore with you guys because I thought it was interesting because I'm a folklore girly. Thanks for watching.